Hello all, Darren here. Thank you for joining me, lovely to have you. This is a new series on my channel, so if you'd like to see more unexplained and strange disappearances, subscribe and stay tuned for daily uploads. Now then, onto the video. Born on February 24th, 1981, Branson Kane Perry was raised in Missouri and graduated from Nodaway Holt High School in 1999. After working as a roofer for some time, he lost his job and decided to help with a traveling petting zoo as he looked for another occupation. Branson's parents were divorced as of November of 2000. He lived with his father, Bob Perry, at 304 West Oak Street. Although Branson suffered from tachycardia, which made his heart race, he was quite active. He had a black belt in Hapkido and enjoyed lifting weights. On April 7, 2001, Branson Perry visited his neighbor Jason Bierman, who allegedly gave him an unidentified drug. Branson responded by stripping naked and dancing around Bierman's home. He then shaved off his pubic hair and participated in sexual activity with Bierman. Once Branson sobered up, he became humiliated. So he explained the situation to his father, who was furious. Though he'd always suspected his son was gay, he was enraged at Bierman for drugging and using his son. He even considered teaching him a lesson, although no confrontation ever took place. What is known for certain is that Branson and his friend Gina Crawford were cleaning the house before his father returned from a stay at the hospital. Meanwhile, two mechanics were outside replacing Bob Perry's alternator. Branson suddenly grabbed something from a cabinet and then went outside. Upon returning, he didn't tell Crawford what it was that he grabbed or why he left. Crawford took a shower after they finished cleaning and then saw one of the mechanics rifling through a kitchen cabinet. When she asked what he was looking for, he told her that it was nothing and went back outside. Resting upstairs, Crawford looked outside the window at about 3 p.m. She saw Branson leaving the house and called out to him asking, "Branson, what are you doing?" Perry replied, "I'm going to put away the jumper cables, then run out for a bit. I'll be back in a few minutes." Despite several witnesses, Perry vanishes moments later. On April 12th, Branson's grandmother, Jo Ann, stopped by to see Branson and found the home empty. All of the doors had been left open and the radio was still on. Over the next several days, she continuously called Branson but got no answer. She called Rebecca Kleinow, Branson's mother, and found out she had not talked to Branson either. Bob was eventually discharged from the hospital several days later, and he and Rebecca filed a missing person report with the Nodaway County Sheriff's Office on April 17th. Not only was it uncharacteristic of him to be out of touch for so long, but all of his personal belongings were left behind. Foul play was immediately suspected. Nodaway County Sheriff Ben Espy began searching for Branson by combing through a 15-mile perimeter of Skidmore. Authorities questioned the community, including his drug acquaintances, but they all passed lie detector tests. No one seemed to know what had happened to him. But then finally in 2003, a new possible lead came about. Presbyterian minister and Boy Scouts leader by the name of Jack Wayne Rogers was arrested for unrelated crimes that had nothing to do with Branson. After attempting to perform sex reassignment surgery on a trans woman and failing to stop the bleeding, Jack Wayne Rogers was charged with first-degree assault and practicing medicine without a license. But when authorities searched his belongings, they discovered evidence of even more disturbing crimes on his computer. Not only did they find child pornography, they also came across highly sensitive online posts under usernames such as Buggerbutt. These posts described the rape, torture, and murder of several men. In some cases, Rogers had even talked about cannibalizing severed genitals. The most shocking post that was made by Jack Wayne Rogers was about murdering a blonde hitchhiker and burying him in the Ozarks. When questioned about this, Jack Wayne Rogers claimed the post was completely fictional and denied ever meeting Branson. But then police found a turtle claw necklace in Rogers' car, which was an uncanny resemblance to one of Branson's necklaces. However, none of this sufficed as hard evidence, so Rogers was cleared as a suspect. In 2004, Jack Wayne Rogers was convicted of illegal surgery, assault, child pornography, and obscenity. He received a 17-year sentence for assault, 7 years for illegal surgery, and 30 years for child pornography and obscenity. But it was never confirmed that he had anything to do with Branson's disappearance. Branson's mother waited and waited for answers and information regarding her son, but she was eventually convinced that Rogers was innocent of abducting him. "In my heart, I don't believe this suspect is responsible," she said. Authorities excavated a site in Quitman, Missouri after they got an anonymous tip that Perry's remains might have been buried there. Unfortunately, nothing of note was found at the site. Tragically, Branson's father died in 2004, and his mother succumbed to melanoma in 2011. But in April of 2019, Nodaway County Sheriff Randy Strong said that authorities won't give up on solving the case. They will keep searching for answers because justice and closure are needed for the rest of Branson's family. Before Branson's mother died, she reserved an empty plot next to her grave for her son, even as authorities continued to search for him. Over 20 years later, Branson's close family is gone, but others are still demanding answers. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. See you soon, and remember, stay vigilant and stay safe.